Buddy. Ooh, hey everybody. I'm ready to go live actually. I could probably, can you hear me? Y'all can hear me, right? Yeah, okay. I could probably just put this camera on. I kind of typically like to give people a couple minutes. But tonight, I feel like playing, man. So y'all can hear this. Let's see. So much to do. Bigger fish to fry. Fisherman's Guild. So I'm playing right now, just knocking out a little fishing quest. Or at least getting close to it. So that when we go live here with the camera, we'll be right here. I typically like to wait 5 minutes to start the stream. Let's see, fishing. Crap, I already had a fisher. All right, let's see. We at 5? Almost. All right. That's about time here. Hello everybody, welcome on into tonight's broadcast where we are going to be playing some Final Fantasy XIV online. And at the moment we are gonna be fishing, or at least finishing up some fishing right here. So, now this person, bring me 3 harbor herring. That's what this person needs. Now, can't we also abandon that and then look right back at him and pick it up? Yep. I'd rather do that. All right, try and clean this up just a little bit. Speak with this person. Gilding the Bilious. Do we do that? Do we do that right now? You know what? I kind of want to do it, actually. I really wanted to also do some roulettes as we do some MSQ, maybe some job quests. Excuse me, quests. Had a hard time saying that one, Jesus. Yeah, some job quests. Like Dark Knight comes to mind, Gunslinger. I was thinking, I don't know about this Gunslinger. I've never really played it. So that would be a place to start, right? Do 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 do. Just felt like there was a lot to do in one hotbar. Where is this place? My God, far away. It's all the way down there. And that is where we will go. Well, I hope you all are having a wonderful day wherever you are in the world. Welcome on into the broadcast here. Second one of the day, which means I need to do a plan. Edit com plan. Let's see. We're doing Final Fantasy 14 online now for a few hours. Hearthstone returns tomorrow with Kana at night. Kana on the weekends. That's what we have been doing. Wilhelmus. From the Order of the Twin Adder, I presume? Yes, I suppose you should suffice. The Holy See is not wont to beseech assistance from foreign armies, but the task before us is a daunting one, and our own knights are occupied with matters of greater import. Mayhap you've already heard rumors of the Aurum Vale. Many a miner has been lured into its cavernous recesses by promises of vast fortunes to find only death, and doubly so if the noxious fumes don't get them. The carnivorous fronds that lurk are happy to oblige. Little we can do about the former, but dispatching the latter would go far in sparing the lives of unfortunate treasure seekers. So it is that we turn to you. I was struggling to find that character there. Enter the Aurum Vale. Really wants me to do that? Really? Is there a class I can use? Aurum Vale? Well, not exactly. So, what should we go in as? God, I haven't done like Samurai, for example, in forever, but that's easy to do. Black Mage is fun. Red Mage, haven't done that in forever. Dancer, never really played it. Astro, could do just straight up Astro. That would be fun. I like that. I like Astro. So... Bang! Did we chomp an egg? I was going to. I guess I didn't. I thought of it. So I already made tea. I already poured it over a tea bag. It's been steeping this whole time. 10 minutes now since I hit go live. I'm gonna let it sit for a little bit longer. Can't see here. I was doing some roulettes with Greg. If he is around, I would definitely be down to play some with him. Or if anybody else wants to do some later. This person is going in, baby. Well, we kept them alive with a lot. It took a lot of buffs. And, you know, regen. But we did it. I didn't play a single poison. But yeah, we had a wonderful first stream today of Hearthstone, where we pretty much alternated between Paladin and Demon Hunter. Sorry, I just was getting my computer set up here. Let's see. Give you a buff. Redo poison. What does this do? Oh, that's the group heal. Oh shit. Trying to prioritize damage. Gotta be focused on the enemy there to do that, though. You know, one thing I did not do is check to see if my flyer... No, flyers are not on. They are... everybody's off, I think, for hockey because of the Olympics right now. It's a bummer. I mean, I like the Olympics. That'll be amazing. I just like NHL as well. We need to give some buffs here. But they both need to go on the tank. I don't have that one. They are not giving me divination here. They're not giving it to me at all. Well, I just got hit with that breath. Hey, what's up, Greg? Greg, you do your roulettes at all today? You haven't done them in a few. Do you care to? Would you like to? Throwing you a little invite. You want to team up a little bit? You feeling it? To hop on? I would say do your little black mage thing. But I don't want to minimize your contribution. It'd be a joke. But it's also funny because your character. Hey, Holly, the Olympics. I have always really enjoyed the Winter Olympics and the Summer Olympics, actually, my whole life. Hockey is my favorite sport, so absolutely I grew up loving it all, you know? Very lucky. I live in a good time. Good time to be alive. You know? Hey, what's up, Vuk? What's up, everybody? Hello, hello, hello. Happy Friday. Yeah, no, the Olympics are amazing. I also have... I don't know, my buddy was asking me today, he was quizzing me a little bit about my last name. I said it's Russian. He asked me, what about your mom? I said she was Greek. So he's like, oh yeah, so you are very European. He was guessing. And he was right. I don't know, just talking about the Olympics, you know? But I don't really root for Russia. I never did. Greece and a little bit of German from my grandma, but only a little bit. Oh shit, I just did that by accident. Whoops. How are you doing today, Holly? How are you doing, Vuk? How are you both doing? How about you, Greg? How was your day? How are you all doing? Welcome on into tonight's broadcast. We are just playing a little bit of the most final of fantasies. And I'm trying to run to my tank here because I need to heal him or them. And I'm gonna do my best to keep them alive. They seem to be doing just fine. So I can even do a little bit of damage myself. And we are playing as my favorite class, actually. My favorite job in the game, Astrologian. You're still sick, but you're on a you're trying to recover. You're doing the thing. The getting better thing. Trying to cast some damage here. And also my tank. My tank is taking damage. Blue man up here. Gotta heal that dude. There we go. Tanky's looking healthy. We'll cast some damage here. Damage this big old thing. And oops, I'm going the wrong way. Apparently it's this way. Hope you feel better, Vuk. Excuse me, that voice cracked so much. Hope you feel better, Vuk. Where is Tanky? There's Tank. Oh, blue man up there. Just got the opening on TV. Oh, wait, the Olympics have their opening on right now? Oh, damn, I can't believe I'm missing that. Oh well, I can't do anything about it now. Opening ceremonies, eh? Give the tank a really nice spell. You can see it working there. It's called regen. So it's going for 5 more seconds on them. Where is Tanky boy? This old Tanko over here. All right. Everybody's got some nice regen. We're all just putting damage. This is actually the final boss. Wow. That didn't take long. You know, one thing for the Hearthstone audience that is here, one thing I was thinking today is why in the world did we not add Imbue Rogue into the rotation? Because that deck is perfectly suitable for winning games. It might be a little underpowered, but it's very nice for variety. So I should have thought of that. And for some reason we talked about it a little bit, but I never, for whatever reason, considered playing it. I don't know why not. Okay, so that was the arm veil for a quest here. All you're coming across is Imbue Rogue. They kick your ass, but you're playing priest. Yeah, they have a few different builds, right, that they can use for Imbue. Like, there's not really one settled, like, there is one list that gets played like an absurd amount, like 100, what was, oh my god, was it 180 or 18,000? Must have been 18,000 times. Something like that, like some huge amount compared to all the others. By the way, and all the others were very popular, like 1,000, 1,000, like, they were all significant. Imbue Rogue gets a lot of play. I think, you know what, hang on, I can't bring it up. I can't be bringing up data right now for Hearthstone. Although tempting as it may be, Miss Holly, they keep getting that creature that makes all their cards 1 mana. Hope I'm reading that right. We need to, let me just go collect this thing that we have been working towards after Eclipse. You talking about for priest? Or rogue? Ashmane? Is that like an Ashmane thing? Where they get all the cheap cards? Probably not. I don't think you're talking about Ashmane. I had no doubts that you would triumph, Sergeant, but the swiftness and surety with which you have done so is impressive indeed. As leader of the Yellow Serpents, I have never been prouder of an adventure under my command. Rest assured that your deeds have been conveyed to the powers that be. I look forward to the day when I can congratulate you on a well-deserved promotion. Yo, Tater. I see my buddy Greg has kind of logged out. What? Logged out. Yo, where Greg at? Yeah, I wonder, it is Aviana? Yeah, okay, gotcha. Yeah, Aviana once it goes off. All right, can we get promoted? Oh no, chat, we are off promotion here by 1,800. Yeah, is Greg here? I'm even gonna, dude, there's no need for me to message him like that. There's no need. Where'd he go? Is he... You know what? What if I myself go messing with your internet? Hey, what's up, Salty? I'm already on the Discord voice chat, Greg, if you want to join. Also, while I have a minute here, while we wait on Tater Toddington, as he is also known by, aka Greg, I'm gonna just get my tea ready here. Get this tea bag up on out of here. Now, if someone hops on Discord, Tater Toddington, that is indeed his name, Salty, that Greg has chosen for himself. Isn't it wonderful? You should see him in game too. He's amazing. He gets compliments all the time from strangers, bro. Like, they're like, I love your name and outfit, and you know, like, he just gets so many compliments, bro. We're out here trying with our little hat. This be us right now. As we are a Astrologian, which is a very fancy medic. Let's see, we're waiting on Greg, who is doing stuff with his internet. What is this person here? You gotta be what? This level 50? This quest is not yet available. Second Serpent Lieutenant. Okay, so we need seals. You gotta be this tall. We need more seals to get promoted. Not the animal, but it's a resource, like a seal, like a piece of paper, seal on a paper, like a guild seal, something like that, I think it is. If I go to currency, here they are, company seals. There you go. Ventures, I don't even know what that is. Man, oh wow, the gold saucer. Hell yeah, I did that for today. Let's see. So Greg and I were gonna do some roulettes right now. What's up, Salty? How's it going on your end? While we wait for Greg, one thing I can do is go here, go to character, Okay, so goldsmith. I've never done that one. God, how am I ever gonna keep track of all these? So if I go to gear set, hey, Tater's back. If I go to this one and I go bang. No, not to Astrologian, you silly. Not to Astrologian. Oh, you need to be as a fisher. You need to be here and then do it. Okay, I'm with you. Alchemist, I've never done that one, so you might as well just do that. Equip. All right, Tater, I see he's in. I hope that worked. So now my Astro is still alive, and now we only have one fisher. Beautiful. Alchemist we can add. Bang. Ah, look at that. See, so we were productive right there while we waited for Greg. I did a new gear set right there because I need to level that up. Let's see. Greg time. Invite to party. Beautiful. Okay, we want to be Astro. How are you doing, Salty? Let's see. You said, yo, it's great we got snowed in. How much snow? Couple meters. You don't do it in feet and yards. Let's see, Greg. Let's hop in with a high level, my friend. We'll do high level. Why don't we just go like we typically do? High level. We typically do trials and then leveling. So let's do a trial after this, Greg, and let me know if you need to go. I have no idea what class Greg is going to be here, what job he's playing. He is Black Mage, so you can see Greg. See him here, little guy? Wow, he looks amazing. Doesn't have a portrait. Needs a portrait. Salty, we also got snow, and it's been so cold. It never melted, and it was a lot of snow, almost a foot. It was like 8 to 10 inches probably. So we've been buried in snow for a while here. I miss warmth. Oh shit, this guy is dying. I really like the snow, but I also wish that it was a little bit warmer out so that I could take my dog to the dog park in particular. That's because otherwise I'm having to walk him like a good amount, which is great. It's good to get the steps in, but okay, my tank absolutely almost died right there. You got a new house, so you got it nice and cozy? Well, that sounds fantastic, Salty. Congratulations, man. I'm sure it wasn't easy putting it all together. That sounds amazing. I'm very happy for you. Enjoy, what do they call it? The fruits of your labor? You earned it. Everybody got poisoned. That guy got reduced immunity. Can't be having that. Greg is tired or hurting over here. Old Tater Toddington. A great name. This dude is dead. This enemy here. We are chilling. I mean, we bought the house 5 years ago, newly constructed, so it's well insulated. Hell yeah. Very nice. I see what you mean. Okay, our tank is definitely taking damages, but we can fix that and deal a little offense ourselves. See, when they're all bunched up like this, we have this spell here, this big, massive gravity spell here. It damages all of them. So, am I still healer? At the moment, I am, yes. Yeah, but I do play... If I were to pull up my character right here, if you see all these numbers, you'll see there are a lot of them that are not healer. Healer is only 3, and we're playing pretty much everything. So, healer is a very small portion, but it is my favorite, and I am trying to get Astrologian to level 70. As Astro, the one I'm playing right now. This is Astro. With the so I'm playing cards. If you see right here, the ewer, the bowl, and the spear, these are 3 cards, and I'm gonna play 2 of them right now on my tank. They are defensive. The bottom one there, the spear, goes on Greg, Tater Toddington. And that's a damage buff. I'm giving people regen right now, so when they take damage, they heal up. This gives them all regen. So, I like slinging cards. Is it hard to hold aggro? I don't know if I understand that question. Forgive me. The tank here is he has aggro. If you see these monsters, how they're going after the tank, it's pretty easy for the tank to do that instead of me. Instead of like them hopping on my ass. Which is nice. I don't really ever have to worry. Here, I'm gonna deal some damage to them with that AoE spell, and yet they're still focused on the tank. So I don't have to worry about them aggroing me, which is nice. I can just... The tank is like just chilling at full health, by the way. Uh-oh. Now that's the problem, is that huge guy. You see that huge guy with the light? That dude, I don't even think you can hurt that guy. Like, I can't even select him, even if I wanted to. But goddamn. Yo, he is destroying me. So I'm staying with the tank here. Oh my god. Run, Greg. We run from that. That's the threat right there. So I could play some cards right now. I'll play this on the tank, this on Greg, get 3 new cards. Okay, now we're putting poison on this big guy. What is this? Giant Bavarois. Bavarois. Oh god, I'm not even gonna bother with that. Bavarois. Bavarois? I don't know. That's tough. Could be Bavarois. Yeah, it is what it is, isn't it? Where do they come up with these names? I like Octopus Traveler here. Our tank. A classic silky smooth dessert. Bro, I am an uncultured swine, apparently. Forgive me. But at least I can put buffs on my teammates. Because of that, they love me. That's gotta be worth something, right? Oh shit, look at all these enemies right here. By the way, we're gonna cast so many gravities. All these spells right here with AoE. So much damage we're putting out. Okay, our tank is definitely dying. But don't worry, I had my eye on him the whole time. And they are all dead. That was insane right there. We put so much damage out with this gravity spell. That was filthy. Thank you, Tater, for doing the thing. Thank you, Salty, for edumacating us. Because, Lord knows, I can only do so much for the people. Greg, oh, Greg, you are here in voice chat. What's up, man? Oh, shit. Hang on, buddy. Hang on, Greg. Let me unmute that. Hey, Greg, can you say hello? Oh, shit. Hang on. Can you say hi one more time? Okay, I think that's good. I think that's coming in. That should be good. Salty, were you able to hear Greg right there in chat? Were y'all able to hear? You should have been able to hear. I think it looks good. If it wasn't, just let me know. What's going on, Greg? Sorry, I had you just barely. Okay. Oh, true. Okay, I hear you. Let me, but then he's... Huh. Yeah, I see what you mean. I see what you mean, Salty. Okay, so I think I know what to do. If I go to Greg, damn, he's already at max volume. Okay. What if I do that? Hey, Greg, can you say hi? All right, can you say hi one more time? All right, that looks good. He's in the yellow now. He's in the yellow now. All right. Thank you, Salty. Hell yeah, you gotta be in the yellow. Salty's right. If you're not in the yellow, you guys a bit better. Yeah. I could make him a little bit louder. Now this, if I go to default. Okay, so how many? Let's put him up like 2 decibels. Oh, that might be. Oh, there you go. We're like pretty much on par now. There you go. All right, I gotta get out of here. I know Salty's gonna be like much better for this one if he says anything at all. Oh, I got 2 commendations. Holy shit. Sick. All right. Greg, let's do a trial. And then we'll do a leveling if you're down. Greg, did you do dinner yet? Yeah, I don't know if I want to do them. I probably would rather. I would rather not. At least, yeah. Yeah, man. Exactly. Exactly. It's like I sometimes just do it before bed instead of on stream. Oh man, my first cup of tea all night here. Can't wait. The same I drink every night. It is strawberry vanilla. Yeah, it's the same one I owe. It's a very nice box. I can, while we're waiting, so right now we're waiting to get matched up. I could share, oh, hey, wait, Cliff is on the, sorry, Cliff Cam should have been on this whole time. This is the tea here, strawberry and vanilla here. Nice box. Let's see. What's up, Funky? What's up, Jay? 65 consecutive streams. Funky, thank you so much for watching so much. All them streams, man. Thank you for going streaking here. What's up, Jay? Look who's back. Back again. Green tea? It is green tea. You are right. It does not keep me up, if that is an idea. There is a little bit of caffeine in it, but not too much. And I'm able to go to sleep just fine. The party chat. All right, let's see. What are we are Astro here. Let's do a little this. We're gonna do damage immediate. This is a little regen right there. One person is viewing a cutscene. So as soon as they're done viewing that cutscene, I'm giving damage. I'm already on Greg, which is funny. So I'll give double damage. You know, I can actually do the tank. I should do the tanks right now. There they go. Beautiful. I just unloaded 4 buffs and then reset my cards. Feels good, man. I don't know if that makes any sense what I just said, but you know, actually, yeah, giving 4 buffs, that's gotta make sense. But resetting the cards, and you get, so right here, like I was saying earlier, are the buffs that you give, the 3 of them. And this is how to get more fresh buffs. So I just plowed through the first 3, hit another buff over here, and then reset to get 3 additional ones. So now we should be doing damage this whole time. I am not. I'm busy talking and showing you all this stuff, which is great to explain what the hell we're doing here. Yeah, all those buffs, I'm ready to drop all 3 of these buffs right here. So give 1 on a tank, the other one on a tank, the other one on Greg. Now we're about to get 3 new buffs right here, and we'll get 3 new ones in 53 seconds there. Holy Jesus, what is going on up here? You just spam heal on everybody. Again, just spamming a ton of heal. Buffs here. We got 3 buffs to give and new ones in 25 seconds there. Okay, the enemy is back up here. Can we kill it? Okay, ow. You've been getting back into drinking your nighttime tea? You love a nice warm beverage before bed? Hell yeah, dude. Oh my god, the nighttime tea has been very good. I need to give Greg, let me give Greg a buff. Always Greg. Yeah, I need to just drop off these buffs because I need fresh buffs here. We're taking damage. Everybody's taking damage. So let's fix that. Everybody's health, for those who don't know, is on the top left there. What's going on here? Some bad guys here? Another spirit right here. A couple random minions. What are these? Oh god, these blades. These look terrible. Like they're gonna kill us. Let's give that guy a heal. Greg, take a buff. Always Greg, take a buff. I don't know where Greg is, but hopefully he gets that buff. Probably will. You assume Greg is tank? He's actually not. Greg is a black mage. Old Tater Toddington. Give him another buff. Here he is. You see this little guy here? You can't really see. I'm in the way. Here you see him right there? Is that not cool or what? There he goes. That's little Greg. Don't mess with little Greg. And with the name Tater Tot. Oh shit, we all died? Bro, we all died. We all died. What's up, Greg? How do I get the hell out of here? There's no way to teleport? Wow. Double tank is all that we got here. Let's see. Tater, view adventurer plate. Oh my god. That's funny. That's funny. Yo, Tater, your adventurer plate is really good. It's on stream if you don't know what it looks like. Just got back from the gym. You gotta go shower. You smell like shit. Yeah, understandable. Understandable. Bit of a hot mess, you know? I get it. By the way, this tea is amazing. Oh my god. All right, let's try this again. Well, so much for all those. Oh damn, I was supposed to put out all those buffs. I mean, we might as well give out the buffs here. Give poison. Okay, let's deal some damage. Let's deal some damage. We haven't been prioritizing damage enough. Really gotta. It really should be my main focus, even as a mage. Go figure. It's dealing damage. For the simple reason it adds up. And my teammates don't really need to be overhealed. Unless you're playing like Scholar, which I don't have Sage yet, but Scholar does shielding, and it's nice to do like preventative shielding ahead of time. Let's see. I'll give you this. Do some damage. Wonder how we died. Remember how we all got one-shotted? I wonder how that even happened. That was rough. That was painful. You say you don't know, Greg? Yeah. Who is this Ravana person? I don't remember them. I got a white mage as my partner in healing here. Give everybody damage buff. Feels good, man. Zoom out a little bit so we can actually see. Give Greg a damage buff. Feels good, man. Tanks are both dying up here. Up here. They need a heal. As Streamlabs is saying, definitely thank you so much for watching the stream tonight. Happy Friday to all of you. Little TGIF stream. Start the weekend. I think I'm about to die here, no? Because I'm too close. No, we lived. Okay. Apparently we lived this time. Don't know, man. But I'd rather be alive than dead. Okay, this person died. Tried to res that person. I don't think I ever did. Salty, thank you so much for the lurk. Is that the end? That is the end. Gunbreaker with a very funny portrait there. All right, let's see. Greg is still here. Greg, we're going to do a leveling, yeah? Well, speak now, Greg, or forever hold your peace. So if we're doing leveling, I need to switch to... we can do Dark Knight. I'm down. Duty Finder. Finding it. Leveling. Beautiful. Did I ever eat an egg? Yes, I did. Chomp another one. Oh, man, my Discord is blowing up. You knew you were forgetting to chomp? Do you eat an egg or something else, Greg, in the game? Be popping them eggs, man, the two of us. Oh, Greg, today I got the 10,000 bonus and the gold saucer for that Sudoku-like game. Remember the 1, 2, 3? You get 10,000 bonus. Dude, I actually hit the 1, 2, 3. Felt real good, man. Grit. Need to get my grit up. Someone's watching a cutscene. I love this map, actually. Tater Toddington hairs. I'm going the wrong way on purpose. You think we can take all this? I don't know, man. Looks like we are taking it all. Feels good, baby. It's a big stack right there. Feels good, man. Feels good, man. You know what? I never even used this ability. Whoops. The boy's rusty. I forgot about that whole ability. It's too funny, man. Oh, you mean I didn't need to hit her? My bad. My badge. I tend to kill everything. A lot of the time. Gotcha. Are we supposed to... Were we supposed to keep moving? Oh, shit. We were supposed to keep moving. Whoops. My bad. Oh, that mage with the... I always call him a mage. That healer with the great heal there. Oh, boy. I am breathing so much easier now. This dude has a lot of health. Interject. Doesn't really do much. So we'll just hack and slash this dude down. This manner, whatever that word is. Claviger? That's a word? That's a word? News to me. Grab that key. And this is where we take a walk, right? Yep. Take that walk. Open that door. Kill some. Oh, do the jump. Snag these people. Oh, we got an Astro. My favorite. Astrologian here to heal me. I am tanking. You are correct. I am the blue one now. We're doing what's called a leveling roulette. So I'm playing one of my baby classes. There were a lot of them here. This was good. Oh man, I keep forgetting this skill. Holy moly. Yeah. Yeah, there are a lot of them a lot of the time. But a lot of the time you just run past them, like right now. We're gonna run past a lot of these people. Grab these people. So now they're all like chasing after me, right? Boy, are they. Now, I kind of need some space from them. Because the nice thing about providing some space is it gives my healer time to heal me. Because they can only heal every so often, right? But you see how if you just keep running and running and running, your healer eventually has time to recover pretty much. Go back in, they die over time. Feels good, man. Bring them over the fence, bring everybody over. Because we need to go to this here door. But yeah, I find tanking very fun because it's up to me to set the direction of the whole party. And I like leading. I like leading a lot. So happy to do so. I try and be... Oh, I try to have fun with it. I try and have fun with it. Be good at leading the people around. Tater Toddington's gonna probably have to go after this, you said, Greg? For dinner? Alrighty, man. I appreciate you hanging out for a bit, hopping on the Discords. Sorry it took me a minute to realize you were in here. I have it muted, typically, the Discord, so it doesn't ding while I'm streaming, and for the audience, you know, they don't need to think it's theirs, their Discord. Holy moly. What a good phrase, Holly. Holly, one of our latest moderators. Appreciate you for hanging out so much. For as long as you have. And yeah, I hope y'all are having a great Friday. We are whacking this Manor Sentry here. It's gonna pretty much stop right now. Now we can't hit it anymore. Who's the other part? It's Greg. Gregorius. He's also Tater Toddington here. This is Greg. You know, yeah, there you go. That dude. This is the final boss of the level. Yeah, Greg also plays this game quite a bit. He's, I see him on pretty much every day, which is nice to see a friendly face. As I also play every day. So we see each other, pretty much, is what I'm saying, at least once a day. We tend to catch each other. This game is very fun. There's a lot to do. There's a whole lot to do. And it's nice to relax for a little bit. Like, for example, I do some work, take a little break, play a little Final Fantasy, do some work, take a little break. So much to do in that game. It's very nice to recharge the batteries, just like doing this. Well, not so much the getting hypnotized part, but just hack a slash. But it's not stressful. What's up, Greg? Give it to the healer is what I did. GG. All right, everyone's gone. All right, Greg, you bouncing? All righty, man. It was good hanging. Like always. Tater Toddington has logged out. Let's see here. We need to figure out what to do. So we are Dark Knight. And what is it? It's like level 40, right? Level 40. We are level 46. So we could definitely just do this for a little bit. But before that, I'd like to go back to Astro. There's a job quest here, which I've been wanting to do for a while. We put it off last stream because it's not the flashiest, but it's the one we were working on for a while. If you were here for it, you'll recognize it. Leaves? Nope. It's with the guy. I can't remember his name is the problem. It's with the guy. I don't think this is where we're supposed to go. It is. Hot damn, baby. All right, so the audio now. Now that Greg was here, I hope... Let's see, the Discord. Let's see. Hope the audio is okay, pretty much. If it's not, just let me know. All right. It's hard to juggle. It's hard to juggle Discord right now with my sound settings the way they are. I won't go into the details, but is this where I'm supposed? Is this where I am supposed to go? Would appear, yeah. Yanquinar, this guy. This guy, that's the guy. Well, no wonder I couldn't remember that name. Jeez. All right, so what is this? Malefic 2? Hell yeah. All right, let's go. The Vault went and outdid themselves. The location for our next symposium, the Convictory, a makeshift camp for a band of bickering knights. I've spoken at length with Lady Leviva about how we might handle this second inconvenience, so as not to meet the same fate we did in Falcon's Nest. I fear the worst, but the lady believes that we may be approaching this all wrong, that we should embrace the situation and use it to our advantage. I believe she's merely unaccustomed to the thin alpine air, and her wits are not in order. Perchance we should make for the camp and see for ourselves. Camping it. That didn't take long to read that. There's a good reward here for this. We can fly here now. Flying feels great. Took us a little bit to unlock that. Now we know what an ether compass is. That's funny, man. Appreciate chat for teaching me. It's very helpful. I miss Greg. I say that because Greg was one of the people trying to teach me that. And we just played with him. And now he's gone. Bye, Greg. Yeah, he dipped before we could do the Alliance raid or the main scenario raid. The two roulettes there. Oh my god, those two are not as fun as the three we just did. Where we teamed up. Let's see, where are we going here? Leviva. Hey, what's up, San? Tread lightly, Yuna. This is not the work of bandits. Quimperane's hurts were dealt by the convictors. You were assaulted by the men sworn to protect us. This is madness. The Vault led the knights to believe that a party of astrologians would be arriving to aid them in scrying the location of the Horde's next attack. They took out their frustration on poor Quimperane when they learned I can foretell the whims of a dragon about as well as I can those of Yanquinar. But no, we must not let this discourage us. If words have no weight with these men, then let our magics do the speaking. Hey, what's up, San? How goes the adventure? Well, it's going better with a tea in hand, I'll tell you that. I mean, it's been great. It's just once you have tea in hand... Speaking of which, I pressed that button right there, right next to me. And, Like, for example, I could take a sip of that hot tea and hit the voice acting. And it's just real nice. Give me a swift death. That's all I ask. How you doing today, Ant? Happy Friday. Hope you are excited for your own Final Fantasy Friday stream. Leave me. Not much longer for this realm. Wait. Cast aspected benefit. A good tea always makes the evening or gameplay better. My wounds. It's as if they were never there. Wait. Who's going to believe that I slew a dragon if I haven't the wounds to show for it? I don't know whether to thank you or slit your throat. Though, I suppose I wouldn't be able to do either if you hadn't healed me with those queer magics. So this day, I see fit to forgive you. You're ready? Looking forward to seeing if we're able to get some progress tonight. Good luck. Good luck with whatever you'll be endeavoring in the Eorzean realm. Ouch, me leg. Just cut the damn thing off. Or can I take much more of this? Oh shit, that's right. I'm supposed to heal him first. Doing voice acting for no reason there. The pain, it's gone. How did you? There you go. We just did a little more development than was necessary on that NPC. Let's do the same thing here. Oh yeah, give me a swift death. That's all I ask. But you're an Astrologian. You can't heal people. That's not what Astrologians do. All these different voices. What the hell, man? Another extreme trial tonight and Valentine's Day event. Hell yeah. Sounds good, man. Sounds like a good Friday night stream. I still have about 2 hours left of your VOD to go through last night of Mass Effect. How did that go? Was it fun? Hope you're affecting the mass to your liking. You? What is wrong, Lviva? Have you tapped too deeply into your mental reserves? Perhaps you should take a moment of respite. That blood is not the knight's. Ah, the loyal lapdog. Without you to state the obvious, where would your masters be, pray tell? You again. One might think these markings would betray my identity, but you Eorzeans have a singular capacity to look without seeing. I'm amazed you are not constantly wandering into bonfires or off cliffs. Who is this? Sali, this is the assassin here. I've grown weary of this masquerade, and I'm done with entrusting my fate to this realm's blundering mercenaries. My name is Sali, and I am here to take the Lady Lviva into custody so that she can be transported back to Sharlayan and tried for her crimes. Taken into custody? On whose authority? You are here without permission of the Forum, performing acts which amount to treason. Your grandfather has already been detained and questioned. I'm giving you the opportunity to turn yourself in. Put an end to this farce once and for all. Do as I say and no one will be harmed. Yourself included, Lady Lviva. But Lady Lviva, I thought you and your grandfather were dispatched on an official expedition. It seems that Lviva has not told you everything. Do you know that it was her father who was killed nearly 15 summers past? 15 summers past, Jan Quinar. Your adventure friend seems already to have put two and two together. Why she didn't tell you earlier, I cannot fathom. What else are they leaving you out of, Jan Quinar de Durandare? It was good. You're enjoying the characters and story. Bro, I can only imagine how you're probably relaxed to go into Mass Effect as opposed to Hollow Knight. Like, again, nothing wrong with Hollow Knight, but that transition from how Hollow Knight makes you feel to how Mass Effect makes you feel, it's like there's nothing stressful at all about Mass Effect, in my opinion. Yeah, some of the levels might be difficult. Sometimes you might die. And because it's an old game, sometimes the autosave system might be total ass, and you might have to do a level a little bit more than you'd like. All right, that's a nuisance, no doubt, but the punishing Hollow Knight is just very punishing. You have to sit there and learn the game. You gotta learn it. It's not as bad as Sekiro. Sekiro is very tough. All right, let me do some voice acting because we could talk about this forever. It's a good topic though. But silence. This is my final warning. When you see me again, you'll either give yourself up or you'll die at my blade. Think on that, Leviva. Her voice is tough. I don't know why I'm doing it like that. It's not fun on the throat. Yuna, Lady Leviva's wound is deep. I do not believe I can heal it on my own. Lend me your aid. Lady Leviva. What do we have to do? Cast aspected benefit on the lady. The ladiest of the Levivas. Thank you, my friends. Actually, hang on. Let me redo that. It would be more like, thank you, my friends. For someone who claims she was hired to bring me back to Charlie and her aim was quite true. Lady Leviva, this Selly claimed that you are not here with the blessing of the Forum. Is this so? Why did you not see fit to mention this? My grandfather knew the Forum would never allow us to come to Ishgard, that their contemplation over the matter was merely a tactic to stall and discourage us. The stars had spoken to my grandfather. He was not about to turn a deaf ear to them. I kept silent because I did not wish to let the petty politicking of men and thousands of malms to the north. Jesus, I wavered so hard there. All right, let's restart that. My God. The confidence leaked so hard there. Okay. The petty politicking of men, thousands of malms. All right. Let's try this again. Politicking. What the hell? Politicking. All right. The petty politicking of men, thousands of malms to the north, stand in the way of our dream to spread the word of Charlian astrology. And such was my father's dream, till he was killed for it by closed-minded peasants. But Rufin never once spoke ill of those he wished to enlighten, even at his end. How do you know my father's name? Your father and I became close friends when I was in Charlian. When the Exodus forced me to return home, he asked if he could accompany me, saying that he wished to try and convince those who once believed in the stars' power to look to the skies again. And we did for several moons. My countrymen were deeply skeptical and slow to warm to the idea of heathen magics. Some were even rude, but he never gave up on them. Right up until he was... I was there during your father's last moments. This poor guy's just getting sounding word. All right. I was there during your father's last moments. I heard a commotion come from his room late one night and went in to check, only to find him bleeding and slumped over his diary. Gee, was kind of pretty good, Abby. Dude, I can't stop laughing right now, man, because I'm making him sound, I don't know, like as... It's not coming out clear sometimes. I'm not enunciating, which is strange. Can be a lot to read out loud. Yeah, dude, for real. Only to find him bleeding and slumped over his diary, which he was writing when he was attacked with his last strength. He handed me the diary and asked that I do not blame my people, that I continue our work. I believe this belongs with you now. Thanks. Thanks, Aunt. I do not know if I can forgive those who killed my father. I do not expect you to forgive us yet, but knowing that he did, even at the moment of his death, perhaps will help you one day understand. You have always reminded me of Rufin, even before I knew he was your father. Your passion for your discipline equals his own, or may even exceed it. Father, did you know what fate awaited you in this realm? Did you see all this? Did the stars have you merely paved... What? Did the stars have you merely paved the way for me? Did the stars have you merely paved? Okay, gotcha. Gotcha. She's asking the stars. Did they? Okay. Took me a second to do that whole reading comprehension thing there. If they did, then I shall not allow anyone to stand in your way. Gotta give them all a little unique flair, you know? You're right, good man. So I shall allow this breach of etiquette. If you fail to address Lady Lviva properly again, I'll have you spit shine in the privy back at Durndare Manor. Oh, leave him be, Yanquinard. Without Quimper in here, I'd have been tied up and shipped back to the old world moons ago. The stars have him here with me. He's not going anywhere, and neither am I. I'm done with symposiums. That is not what my father wanted. He came here not to speak of astrology, came here to use it. So that is what I shall do. There are still many convictors who can benefit from these magics. And what a better way to convince people of your greatness than by ensuring they remain alive long enough to sing your praises? Jan, will you tell me of my father? I'll be delighted, my lady. Unless, that is, you mean now, as I have a prior engagement with a pair of lovely baronesses from houses of Mail, and I would not wish to keep them waiting. To the countesses. Tell me the doggy cam is up, because I hear him working over there. Boy, I was really getting into that voice acting, I'll tell you that. That's why I need the tea, man. It's too hot. I see this thing steaming over here. Thank you, Antokyo. He just moved for a new position. Doggy getting it, man. Getting his groove on. Alright, so we gotta go... Nope. Pillars. Pillars. Right. Oh, yeah, we go here. Okay. We'll finish this job quest. Yeah, Cliff and I, we did a good job today moving around. I got 9,700 steps so far today, which feels good. See if I could drink some of this tea. Hell no. I see this thing steaming galore here. To think that my old friend Rufin may have seen what grim fate awaited me in Ishgard, but chose to come anyway, knowing that it would inspire both me and his daughter. Gods, sometimes these celestial machinations are simply too grand in scope to grasp. However, if it is as we believe, then we must, as Quimperin so bluntly stated, make sure that naught disrupt us on our path to that fate. Perhaps it is time I revealed to you a more powerful form of Malefic, so that you might be better prepared for the trials that are to follow. Oh, that furrow upon your brow suggests you could have used this spell earlier in your training. In retrospect, I would be inclined to agree. That is real good. All right, we'll do a little more job questing here. I just need to drink a little bit of water. You know what? There's no... We still gotta do this anyway. It is my favorite class. Let's do it. I'm happy to report that Lviva is fine and well and hasn't been attacked by bandits, dastards, curs, Charlene spies, or disgruntled knights once since her last encounter at the Convictory. Goddamn. Trying to get Astro up. It would be nice to get Astro to 70 to unlock Sage, and something else comes with Sage, right? I can never remember. After restoring health to all the convictors so they might return to getting wounded again, she journeyed northwest into the Dravonian Forelands. If that journey was without incident, she should be in Tail Feather now, tending to the chocobo hunters there. Might I suggest that we'd go and join her, Yuna? Does give skills and abilities, so it'll be worth it. Yeah, no, I'm definitely gonna just knock out a little bit of Astro stuff here as we are. It's also Heaven's Ward. No, I was saying, like, once we hit 70 for Astro, you get Sage and Reaper. It's Reaper. And then you get Viper and Picto at 80, right? I think that's how it goes. So yeah, I am definitely trying to get Astro to 70 to get Reaper and Sage. Live Viva. Yuna, it is good to see you again. I pray you have not been neglecting your training. Now, you may be wondering why I chose Tailfeather of all places to visit next. Well, the truth of the matter is, I did not choose it at all. Chose me. The hunters here somehow heard of what we had done at the Convictory, placed a formal request to have me come and tend to the hamlet's wounded. I'd like to believe this proof that... Wait, hang on. I would like to believe this proof that word of the benefits of Charlian astrology is slowly but surely spreading through the realm. But enough talk. There are still many ailing souls that require succor. Would you and Yanquinar mind assisting me again as you did in the Western Highlands? Cast aspected benefit? Benefic? I think I said benefit. An honest healer. Now I've seen everything. Everything. Hell yeah, buddy. Use of dishonest healers? What does that even look like? Just when you think you're about to get healed, they get you? Praise at 12, I'm healed. Now that's what I call voice acting. We are putting in the effort here. No shortage of effort here. Work it, baby. The pain. Oh, the pain. I don't know who you are, but you're good in my book. I like the Final Fantasy voice. It's fun. These men and women have chosen a horrendously dangerous profession. A chocobo's talons can rip open flesh to the bone, and a single kick can knock an otherwise hale hunter out for a sennight if he survives it. Many of them seem surprised, grateful of course, but surprised that we were there helping them. Does the hamlet not have its own healers? Do the temple knights not dispatch their hospitaliers this far from Ishgard? The Holy See only cares for the war with the dragons. It cannot be bothered with a handful of hunters, despite the fact these hunters are its citizens. I was told on my arrival that they manage with makeshift poultices created using herbs gathered from around the hamlet. When the wounds are more severe, they turn to their soul barber, who, well, is also the local butcher. I'm sorry. My frustration with the situation, coupled with the day's efforts, have me slightly drained. Might I be allowed a few moments of respite? Whimpering? Yuna, would you be so kind as to accompany the lady on her stroll? It has been far too long since that Charlian assassin showed her face. In a reading I conducted earlier this morning showed a day rife with conflict and confusion. Feather in the cap. I really like this job. It would be nice to, like Ant was saying, get more skills and abilities for it. Oh yeah. Able to get that tea. It's very, very hot. But barely drinkable. Barely. Super barely. Yeah, we're a bit over leveled here. It is true. I'm glad you came, Yuna. There's something important I must tell you. Since Yankunar gave me my father's journal, I've spent my nights poring over his writings, trying to piece together what I could about his life. It appears he was hardworking and just. He trusted all and truly wanted to help people in need. He believed that knowledge should not be hoarded like food, but shared amongst the intellectually starved. Hey, I like her dad. I agree with that. Intellectually starved is a way to put it, though. But I get the point. He also knew that there were those who would see him stopped. Persons who used their influence to trick and frighten the Forum into believing that knowledge should be kept at one's breast. Persons who saw my father as a threat. His final few entries all speak of how he feared for his life. How one man in particular was working to see him dead. That man's name is not important. But in the end, turned out your father was killed by the very people he was foolish enough to trust. People who, in their slaying of a good man, proved that they were unworthy of the knowledge he so freely offered them. And now, here you are, making the same mistake as he. Continue with this foolishness and you too will suffer his fate. Do not dare talk of my father as if you knew him. You know nothing. Your mind is as closed as the minds of those back in the old world who believe that hiding in their books will shield them from the pain and suffering of the real world. Such passion. It is a pity it remains misdirected. My employer only wishes to see you back safe in Charlian. The Forum recognizes your talent. You're an asset to our nation and its people. We would have you live a long and prosperous life so that you may rise even higher than your father ever had the opportunity to. But we both know you're far too stubborn to take this gift so graciously offered. You'd rather fight. And you know, so would I. No more games, Laviva. Let us end this. Right here, right now, with your precious stars as our witness. Spare no one, not even the girl. Going all out on, the voice acting. Yeah, they're all dead. Feels good. Uh-oh, there are more of them. Whatever will we do? There are a lot of them. I am blasting these people to death. Excuse me while I finish them all off. I just gave him 6 buffs. Is that enough? Yeah, if I do healing, probably won't. That actually worked. Yeah, targeting's definitely gotten better. Thanks, Ant. Like you said, man, practice, right? Making sure I put poisons on these guys. Could do some damages. Give a little damage. Okay, they're dead. They're all dead. Okay, that tea was really hot. Wow. I forgot it would be that hot. Whew. That was very hot. It was good, though. You all right? I heard the commotion and came as quickly as I could. Not as quickly as these four. You remember, the hunters so gravely wounded not less than a bell ago? If memory serves me, they could barely lift a finger, let alone rush headlong into a heated battle and hope turn the tide. Don't be too hard on the silk skirt. Wait. Don't be too hard on the silk shirt. Turns out we didn't need his help any road. Who'd have thought it, eh? Real life fighting Astrologians. Now I truly have seen everything. Live viva. I dare say those men would not have risked their lives had they little respect for us or our craft. You are right. Our actions here have done more to promote Charlian astrology than any long-winded discourse. Why, I expect this very night the tale of your daring deeds will be told 100 times over in mead halls across the Forelands. Which means it will not be long before the forum is heard as well. We Charlians may have officially abandoned this realm, but our ears remain. If the one who hired Selly is who I think it is, then I expect not less than a formal edict of extradition to be issued. An edict of extradition? But Charlian has no power to force Ishgard to deliver you into their hands. Furthermore, what exactly is it you've done wrong, but allowed others to partake in your great nation's bottomless well of knowledge, as I did more than 15 summers ago when I studied in her halls? Things changed after you left, Yanquinar. Many even believe it was my father's death that tipped the scales in favor of closing Charlene's doors and locking away all our knowledge. If the Forum deems it so, I could be arrested and imprisoned for the theft of national resources, and I see no reason why your Holy See, who's already shown its disdain for our efforts, would stand in its way. So what do we do? Your grandfather, your father, they've given up so much to see you here. Cannot just concede defeat, now that we have finally begun to make headway. I never said we would, Yan. I have no intention of giving up or giving in. Doing so would be to deny the sacrifices made by my grandfather and father. The stars have shown me the path I must take. There is no other. And it begins back at Tailfeather, healing those who aided us. I'll see the two of you in Ishgard once I have settled matters here. Quimperane will see I arrive unharmed. All right. So, feather in the cap. Let's go finish that off, and then we'll see what we do. Excuse me. Good music. Very good music in this game. Let's see here. Bow, 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 bow. Lady Leviva still has not returned from Tailfeather. Oh, but do not worry. I've had word that she simply intends to stay a few turns of the sun longer. What we should be worrying about, however, is the Forum and their pending decision on our companion's extradition. If an official edict is drafted, I fear we may find ourselves at the mercy of the Vault. And if that were to happen, there'll be little we can do to keep Leviva here, short of starting a war. If only we had more time. When I was studying in Charlian, I heard whispers of an ancient astromantic spell which could stop time and the very movements of the heavens. All my professors denied its existence. It existed, of course. Well, collective unconscious. Level 58, we should do that. Let's do it. Word of Lady Leviva's charity has begun spreading, my friend. I have attended more than one luncheon where it was positively dripping off the tongues of all the good lords and ladies. And the knights? Oh, the knights. They've started rumblings about why magics not only heal the wounded, but also enhance the strengths of the healthy, are not being employed to save the lives of those on the front lines. Needless to say, the Vault is not amused. Their plan to have us fade into obscurity has rebounded upon them, Now they're scrambling to twist the situation to their advantage. Listen, Yuna. The Vault would have us officially attend an operation currently underway in the Western Highlands village of Hemlock. The settlement was abandoned after the calamity, and has since been overrun with beasts of all manner. The Holy See seeks to reclaim it, and my uncle, the Count, has generously volunteered his knights to clear the area of any remaining threats. I don't know why I ended that sentence like that. Any remaining threats? Hang on. I gotta take that tea slowly, otherwise it's too hot. It'll burn. It is win-win for the Vault. The operation is small enough and far enough away from the capital that even if it is a success, no one will pay it half a mind, but the Vault will be able to say that they answered the pleas of the knights. If, for any reason, the operation were to fail, then the Vault would be able to attribute the failure of the Astrologian presence, turn the high houses against Lady Lviva. I spoke with the lady about this, but she said she was not interested in the politics of the situation, only that it was her duty to aid people in need. We should speak with her, and soon. Let us make haste to Hemlock. Yo, thanks, Jay. Trumped. What is that? Trump? Two of them there? My nose all stuffed up all of a sudden. I can't breathe through it right now. Oh, man. What's going on? Am I getting sick? I did walk a good way in the cold today. A little underdressed. Oh, thanks, Jay. I do what I can, man. I'm struggling a little bit right now. Do the whole breathing through the nose thing. But, we get by. We get by. Happy Friday. So we're flying across the map here. All right, let's talk to this guy. You here to help with the operation. Word has it the battle has taken a turn for the worse. Enter. Viva la Hemlock. You discover a new location. All right. Well, this guy just got attracted to me here. So shall we kill it? That did not do much damage. Like at all. We barely tickle this thing. Feels bad, man. Well, might as well kill it. We're here. They want to fight. You got to establish dominance, right? So that all of its kind know. Don't mess. We might be a healer, but we'll take you out. Tickle him to death? Pretty much. That too. We'll tickle you to death. We severely underestimated the strength of our enemies. Now my men and women find themselves overwhelmed. The tight wedges we had at the day's onset have all degraded into small knots of fighting. The number of wounded is growing faster than our chaplains can heal them. Thank the Fury you arrived when you did. They all get the same voice. You gotta give them a different voice. It's so dark. Why is it so dark? Weren't we fighting during the day? Oh, you gotta heal this guy? God damn, bro. Everybody needs healing up here. Where am I? Where's my company? I must return to them. That guy did get a bit Scottish, didn't he? Hey, Jay, sometimes they go through character development. As in they're all in development, evolving. They're live products. I shan't forget this, Astrologian. I'm forever in your debt. You never know what you're gonna get. We're putting on so many buffs just to do very little damage. Couldn't place that one. It was some kind of, I don't know, maybe European. That's all good. Couldn't place that one. That's funny. You tried. It's all that matters. You have my thanks, but there must be still many who require succor. I heard a woman scream beyond this very boulder not moments before you arrived. Vaguely Europe. Exactly. Exactly. There. Jay, that is definitely true. There we go. Vaguely European. Dishing out the damage, baby. Vaguely European. That last one had a little Terminator. You are right. I was going for Arnold, but I don't really do a good one at all. I've tried. It's not good. Get to the chopper. It's like all I got. Wow. I don't know. I don't really have an Arnold. Should develop one. Would be very good to do, yeah. Time for you to chill out. What have we here? How about this? Can you do Arnold for this? Time for them to chill out. What have we here? Sylvester, you who vowed never to set foot in this barbarian land again, unless... Clever... How do you do Arnold? That would be the hardest to do. Thank you. Clever girl. Yes, it was I who hired Sally to bring you back to Charlian. And if you had come back with us quietly, you'd be free right now. Rather than a wanted criminal facing a trial, imprisonment, even execution. Depending on what you have told these damn savages of yours. Yes, my dear. I offered you a chance. You foolishly refused it. The edict has been issued, and I am here to collect you. I can't do that anymore. I don't want to do that anymore. That's funny, though. Hopefully I'm not putting pressure to do more. That's all good. It's all good. It's gonna try a little Arnold. Though I must place some of the blame for that on our friend Sally. Had she not insisted on playing games, perhaps you would have displayed reason back in the Black Shroud. Instead, she merely added fuel to a fire already hot with your inherent stubbornness. Now I'm forced to make the journey to this filthy realm to clean up her mess. And I suppose that starts with these companions of yours. I don't know how to do Arnold, bro. I'm trying. Yuna, take Yanquinar and leave. Right now. Neither of you are ready for magics of the variety he wields. But what of you, milady? I'm going to reclaim my father's journal. Brave. Your father was very brave. Your father's also dead. Lady Leviva.
Ah, I now understand Selly's frustration. This realm is truly overrun with vermin. How we suffered here for so long, I'll never know. Very well, Lviva. You leave me no choice. You may already know we have questioned Mace regarding your unauthorized passage into Eorzea. What you may not know, so we still hold him in the dark cells. Just as a precautionary measure, of course. We would not want to see him flee again before the trial. Now your grandfather is not as spry as he used to. I guess, yeah, I only got the Arnold right here. Your grandfather is not as spry as he used to be. I'm uncertain how long the sanity of a man of his age will last in complete darkness. So, the longer you delay, the closer we come to finding out.
Trying here, bro.
You wish to see your grandfather released? You'll come to the abandoned city in the Dravanian hinterlands. There, my airship will be waiting to take you back to the old world where you'll be tried. Fairly, of course.
Scottish Arnold. Oh, God. Killing me, bro.
I suppose you could run, but know that doing so would have grave consequences for your grandfather, and possibly your mother as well, and we would still eventually find you.
Feel like my Arnold is not terrible at the end there. It might be bad, but it's not as terrible as it once was. Wait, my father's diary. Be a fun little VOD that we toss up on YouTube after this. He may still be close. Wait here. Scottish Arnold.
I play the bagpipes now.
Lady Lviva, who was that? I have the strangest feeling I should know him from somewhere. Sylvestre, leader of the Bibliotheques, a powerful group of conservative fundamentalists who seek to control the whole of Sharlayan's knowledge. They believe that our people should not become involved in history, only be witness to it. Then analyze it until all the lives lived and lost are but numbers on a page. You may remember Sylvestre Yanquinar because he is the self-same man who has pushed for old Sharlayan to batten its doors, and has used my father's death as his rallying cry. Now I'm certain that he had my father killed. Near the end of my father's diary, he mentions being contacted by a young Sylvestre, who happened to be an older classmate of his when they were both at the studium. Sylvestre, looking to make a name for himself as a politician, warned my father against Who is this? Sylvestre, looking to make a name for himself as a politician, warned my father against continuing to disseminate knowledge of Sharlayan astrology in Eorzea. A warning my father, of course, did not heed. Soon after, several attempts were made upon my father's life. When he subsequently looked into the matter, he discovered that there was a price on his head, and that Sylvestre had put it there. I discovered a contract signed by the wretch folded in my father's journal. He had planned on revealing it to the forum on his return, but he never had the chance. Yanquinar, my father gave you that journal before he died, but you never once opened it?
I did not think it was mine to read. But what you say, if it is true, we must get that diary back. Come, seems the fighting has died down. Let us report to the captain of the knights and return to Ishgard so that we may plan our next move. Let us go.
I like that Arnold voice. It's fun. It's just, I wish I were better at it.
Perhaps being so bad is actually pretty good. The worse it is, the better.
All right, where we go here? We're right on. Oh, they were right here. Oh my God. Many lives were saved because of you. This is what we can expect from Sharlayan astrology. See no reason why we shouldn't have knights trained in the field. I'll recommend this to the Lord Commander. I suspect he'll be pleased to see the day won with so few casualties. If you require our services again, you need only ask. Come, Yuna, let us hasten back to Ishgard. Arnold, if he was a British orphan.
Ah, I wish I had parents. Have you seen my parents?
Wait, British? My bad, I missed that part of the requirement. Just doing Arnold as like a baby orphan.
You think they got in the chopper?
Terrible. Too soon? He's gonna be dead soon. Schwarzenegger? Stallone? That whole era? Wesley Snipes? Denzel? Russell Crowe? Just tossing out names of all, like Bruce Willis. Getting the whole spectrum. We keep going. Tom Hanks. Morgan Freeman. Morgan Freeman's definitely close. Bill Cosby, although not many people gonna be sad about that. Eddie Murphy. All right, that's a sad topic. My bad. My bad. All right, let's play some games. Sorry about that. Yeah, but you know, they're still alive, still kicking for many more years. Cheers. Cheers to all of us riding the ship, you know, keeping the ship afloat here. Moments ago, we received a missive from the commander of my father's guard. He thanked us again for our assistance in Hemlock, and has formally requested that Lady Leviva train several of his knights in Charlian astrology. The vault, however, remains silent, and I believe this silence to be calculated. If the edict issued for Lady Leviva's extradition has arrived, they need only turn a blind eye to Sylvester's actions till he has spirited the lady from the realm, and people simply forget she was ever here. Yeah, right, Jay? Trying to transition away. But we are not going to let that happen, are we, my lady? I'm sorry, Yanquinar, but I no longer see how we cannot. Sylvester has my grandfather. He's threatened to take my mother. And he now has the one thing that could have saved them both. My father's journal. No, Yanquinar, I cannot deny my fate any longer. I've done several readings since our return, and every one is the same. Deceit, manipulation, submission. My path is clear. You, however, can carry on. Sylvester has no authority over you, or you, Una. See that my father's dream is fulfilled. Promise me that much. I shall promise you that more, my lady. Quimperin and I will see you to the place of meeting. Do whatever possible to make certain that Sylvester keeps his word. You know that by attending me, you put yourself in danger. He's shown he will not hesitate to kill anyone who stands in his way. And now that he knows I know of his involvement in my father's death, but still you'd stand by my side in my last moments in Eorzea. I do not deserve friends such as you. Una, ether is the building block of all that surrounds us, meaning that everything is connected. Someone closely attuned with that ether can, in a sense, link themselves with others, feeling their joy, feeling their pain. Scholars of the soul call this empathy. Crystal gazers and card readers call it the Wheel of Fortune. We astrologians call it collective unconsciousness. Whatever you call it, I feel that bond with you. Both of you. Thank you. Yeah, a little acting there. Deflect, distract, and bury those thoughts. And we did a cheers to wrap it up in a nice positive way. Like, you know, hopefully we can all keep the ship afloat, you know. A note of positivity, Jay. Wrap it up in a nice bow. What is this? Celestial opposition? Yeah. Yeah. But we've been doing this a while. Hey, what's up, Wastoid? You are first. You are first, buddy. You know, we really should do MSQ. Let's do some MSQ before time gets away. Chilling after work? Hell yeah. Welcome on into tonight's broadcast, Wastoid. We are just about to start this quest here, Beyond the Clouds. Search for the Moogle at the designated locations. This is location number 1. This is the main story quest. My nose is definitely a bit stuffy. Not super fun. Hola, he says. Hello. We went the wrong way. We want to go this way. Kind of. All right, where is it? Right there? Whoa. A lot of places here. Destination and disturbance. What? Some slop? There's no sign of a Moogle in the area. The nearby air appears warped. You sense that concealing magics are at work. Sloppy food. I mean, I had a whole pizza today. What is this? I don't even know what that means. That thing right there. I did forget to mention that. I did go out for a mushroom pizza today. Ate the whole thing. You've heard tales of these Moogles, but 'tis the first time I ever laid eyes on one. They're rather adorable, aren't they? Oh, it's Iceheart. What? Why do you stare at me so? Can I not find a creature adorable? My heart is not truly made of ice. Good old Iceheart. How's your day going, Wastoid? Hope it's been a good one. It's good to see you. Estinian. You don't know about just mushrooms? Yeah, I was good with just mushrooms. Oh, I see no evidence of this Moogle of yours. You certain it wasn't a trick of the light? Mayhap 'twas simply one of these strange plants, shifting in a breeze. It's been decent. Got to work with Mark. I'm sure I glimpsed the Moogle fleeing in this direction. Could he be concealing himself with magic? This is the main story quest. We should be doing this. By far the coolest coworker. Confound it. Could we but enlist the aid of one of the local Moogles? I'm certain Race Velger would not elude us for long. Though the eye enables me to sense the presence of dragons, I can only identify Nidhogg's with any certainty. We could wander the mists for days, and not know if we were any closer to his brood, brother. And those are days we cannot well afford to squander. Shall we divide our forces then? Lady Isael, might I ask you to question any dragons whom you judge it safe to approach? I shall try. Yet I fear the influence of Nidhogg's rage will render most of the Dravanians in the area deaf to reason. And what of you, Master Alphino? Cliffy lives. I have not yet begun upon the Moogles. I have not yet given up on the Moogles. Yuna, come with me to Gridania. I mean to petition the aid of the Moogles' kin in the Twelveswood. After that business with Mogglmog, I dare say they will be glad to help us. Yeah, Cliffy does a lot of sleeping. Assuming you have no need of me, I shall remain here. Nidhogg senses both the loss of his consort and the coming of the Eye, and his attention is firmly fixed in this direction. I mean to do what I can to hold his gaze, in the hope that it might delay any action against Ishgard. Thank you, Estinian. Cliff being all loud over there. I don't even know what he's doing. I can only imagine. Come then, Yuna. Let us make haste for Gridania and rendezvous at Nofika's altar. Ah, but I neglected to tell you. There is an aetheryte of ancient construction here which should make the return journey rather less arduous. Pray do not forget to use it. Supposed to get super cold here for a day or so? Yeah. He was doing licking and scratching. Typical doggy things. Yeah. Typical doggy things. It's a bit of a dog. Yeah, we really should go get that done here. MSQ. You wish it would get cold where you are? It's been so warm you hate it? Boy, yeah, I'm dying for warmth here. Be so good to get it back. Can't wait for a little bit of, just a little bit of warmth I'd be happy with. I sent word to the Elder Seedseer upon arriving in Gridania, and I'm pleased to report that she has agreed to grant us an audience. If anyone can help us to contact the Twelveswood Moogles, it's she. We're expected at the Lotus Stand. I trust you're familiar with the Conjurer stationed at its entrance. Again, I do apologize, chat. My nose is, I can't really breathe through it at all. So, sorry. If my voice is a little weird up here, a little nasally. The Elder Seedseer awaits you. Pray, follow me. It was 64 when you went to the gym earlier? Nice. We're gonna catch on fire this summer with how little moisture we've gotten this winter. I bid you welcome, friends. The Admiral spoke of having met with you, but 'tis no less of a relief to see you safe and hale with mine own eyes. We humbly thank you for agreeing to receive us upon such short notice, my lady, for all you've done for us in our absence. Would that it were solely to express our gratitude that we came to you this day. Alas, the tides of battle yet dictate our comings and goings. Elder Seedseer, we would beg your wisdom in a matter that may finally bring an end to the Dragonsong War. Speak on, friend. Blah 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 blah. Ah, I see. So you seek a means to contact these Moogles at the Churning Mists. Kupopopo! I say Kupo! Who's this? Holy Jesus. The Moogle comes in from above. Greetings, Kuplo Cop. To what do we owe the pleasure of your company? I was struck by the sudden urge to bring you some fruit, Kane, and I'm jolly glad I did. Tell me more about these Moogles in the sky, Kupo! I will gladly tell you all I know, though it amounts to precious little. We encountered a Moogle high in the clouds of Dravania, and had hoped that you and your kin in the Twelveswood might agree to facilitate a meeting. Pray correct me if I'm mistaken, Kuplo, but there are legends, are there not, which speak of Moogles who dwelled beyond the clouds? Indeed there are, Kupo! Long, long ago, back when the world was still young, they say my ancestors served the gods up in the heavens. Of course, that was before their masters took to bickering like spoiled children. Ah, yes, the tale of good King Moggle the 12th. He is revered for holding fast to a rope of miraculous length, that his subjects might climb down from the sky and escape to the world below. Ignoring the more fanciful aspects of the tale, it may well be that Kuplo's ancestors hailed from the Churning Mists. Given how long his kin have resided in the Twelveswood, it's perfectly possible that the details of their history have faded into myth. Indeed, Master Alphino, such stories oft contain a measure of truth. 'Tis like that the Moogles of the Churning Mists tell similar tales of the world below. I can well imagine why the one you encountered fled at your approach. Oh, fleeing's second nature to us. We often hide when the larger races come tramping through the forest. Of course, where there's one Moogle, there's bound to be more. Which is why I've decided to take a trip to the clouds. Kupo! They surely won't be afraid to talk to me. Oh, I was hoping you might say that, Master Kuplo. You will accompany us then. Just you try and stop me, Kupo. I'll admit the thought of venturing outside the 12's wood is a bit unsettling, but I can hardly refuse a chance to meet my distant cousins. If you'll have me, I too will accompany you on this venture and lend my voice to your cause as an ambassador of Gridania. Spring will be nice, absolutely. Yeah, it's not been very warm at all the past month. It's so true. Been rough. But, my lady, are you certain? How oft has that nation turned to the scions of the seventh dawn in its hour of need? How oft have we asked the warrior of light to risk her life to save our own? Full many times, I say to you, and never have they refused us. Thus do I choose this day to offer mine aid to our allies for the good of the realm. Is this not just? A most unexpected and most welcome offer, Elder Seedseer. We would be honored by your presence. I'd go for an orange or two right about now. Maybe I go grab a quick orange. I really want one. I could chomp a couple oranges so hard right now. I could plow. Pray return to the summit and inform our companions of these developments. I will serve as the Elder Seedseer's guide on the journey back to Somal. It being a path I've already trodden, I do not anticipate any great difficulties. Besides, we shall have the Elder Seedseer's personal guard to escort us. I think I'm okay. If I had it right next to me right now, I would. I don't feel like going to get him right now. But I would love some. I mean, they're just behind me in the kitchen. But, I think I can hold on to the urge for a bit. What's going on here? We need to go. Why do I always mess this up here? We messed this up last night. It's this way. You bought a pork butt. Gonna make pulled pork tomorrow? Hell, my god, delish. Pulled pork, so obnoxiously good. One of the best tasting foods I've ever had. Pulled pork, for sure. Like, it's amazing. Every time. Well met, warrior of light. Nidhogg is not stirred, but he watches us, unblinking. Huh, the Elder Seedseer herself answers your call. Then there's naught to do but wait. Sandwiches will be your work lunches? Sounds real good. They are here, Yuna. Greetings, my friends. I'm happy to report that our journey was mercifully uneventful, devoid as the road was of Dravanians. 'Twould seem the dragons have abandoned Somal for the churning mists. Elder Seedseer, may I present to you Sir Stinian, Ishgard's Azure Dragoon. 'Tis an honor to meet you, Sir Stinian. I've heard many tales of your order's extraordinary skill and courage. Friends, I feel it only right to inform you that we are not alone. The Mughals are all around us even as we speak, and I should imagine they are more than a little concerned by the horde of strangers that have descended upon their home. Mayhap now would be an opportune moment to introduce ourselves. Well, about to be starting my third cup of tea. Makes sense. We do about one an hour. This should serve. They're hiding, of course, but there are so many of them, Kupo. I am Kane Senna. My companions and I have braved the long road from the Twelveswood to share words with you. On this, the occasion of our first meeting, we bring an offering of light and wind. Have some light, and then have some wind. So I guess she's passing gas by offering wind. Woo, such a gentle and pleasing glow, Kupo. I am Moglin, chieftain of this Moogle clan. Chieftain Moglin, it is an honor to meet you. Greetings, I am Kuplo Kop, ambassador of the Twelveswood Moogles. A Moogle from the world below. Your hide is of a different hue, but that palm is unmistakable. I might need a moment here, Kupo. My companions were no less surprised to learn of your existence here amongst the clouds. I hope they did not startle you overmuch in their eagerness to make your acquaintance. Full well can I imagine your wariness. I am told that men have not walked here in nigh on 1,000 winters. Did I did mess up a little bit. All right. Mayhap you will forgive them their forwardness when I unfold to you the grave matter which first brought them into your midst. My companions crave an audience with the great worm, Race Velger, that they might negotiate an end to the war twixt man and dragon. An end to war, you say? I trust you, Kane Senna. The light of peace shines brightly within your soul. Yeah, this hot water is about to shine brightly in the soul of this mug over some tea. Can't wait over the tea bag. Hell yeah. Might attempt a spicy slaw. Never made that before. But I'm afraid the same cannot be said of your friends. To be plain, we did not hide ourselves because they were the first of your kind to be seen here in 1,000 years. Well, not only because of that. We hid because we smelled dragon blood. These skies are home to many, many dragons. While some crave peace, such as Race Velger, many others crave the opposite, such as Nidhogg. Suffice it to say, we are worried that the presence of your blood-spattered warrior friends will attract the attention of the nastier kind and invite destruction into our happy home. Now, just a moment, chieftain. Yuna here may have doled out the odd thrashing or two, but it's always been for a really good reason. She's a champion of the Twelveswood Moogles, and I'll not hear her good name slandered. Now, Ambassador, let's not ruffle each other's fur. I shall, of course, take your testimony into consideration. If I may, chieftain, there is little room for trust twixt strangers. Might we not take this opportunity to learn more of each other? An excellent suggestion, Kupo. What was that? Cat, bat, goblins. An excellent suggestion, Kupo. In the interests of fostering friendship and keeping an eye on you, I extend to you the hospitality of Mogholm. Prove yourselves worthy of our assistance, and it will be yours. I shall be watching, Kupo. That slaw idea sounds good, Wasteland. Some slaw. Which way do we go? We're like right on top of it. We are right on top of it. Oh, more like it's on top of us. All right. Look at this guy. Tell me, in the world down below, do all of your kind look so different from one another? Must be terribly disconcerting. What was it Kuplo Cop called you again? Yuna? Huh. Your names are as odd as your appearance. Have you ever considered a nice Moogle name? Moglin is taken, by the way, Kupo. As are Moggin, Mogmug, and Mogwin. These being the names of the 3 wise Moogles who will administer the momentous challenges that I have devised to measure your worth. I call them the Trials of Trustworthiness. Undertake these trials, and we shall soon see whether or not you are worthy of our aid. I'll just take the materia. You really don't like coleslaw in the traditional style, but you've had it on sandwiches, different styles. It was delish. Nice. Hell yeah. The Pittsburgh sandwiches can't touch a real Philly cheesesteak, but they are tasties. Mogmug's Trial. Yes, you have the pleasure of speaking with Mogmug. I know. I am the fluffiest, most enchanting creature you've ever laid eyes upon, Kupo. It isn't easy being this adorable. I can barely take a stroll outside without those relentless Dravonians throwing themselves at me. Why? They look as if they might just gobble me right up. In any case, fleeing their overbearing adulation is growing a bit tiresome. Your trial, madam, is this. Find these ardent archaeosaurs and slap some manners into them, Kupo. Perhaps a firm smack on the snout will teach them to appreciate my charm from afar. Moogles first appeared in FF3. Mogwin's the name and art is my game. When it comes to painting, there are none in Mogholm who can match my talent with a brush, Kupo. I know why you've come. Chieftain Moglin has demanded that I test your trustworthiness, but as I trust no one to create art that will satisfy me, I instead charge you with retrieving a masterpiece I seem to have misplaced. It was an ambitious and innovative work, guaranteed to fetch at least 4 Kupo nuts on the open market. You must find it. Question the masses. Surely a pebble painted with such vibrant color and unmistakable panache cannot have escaped the notice of every Moogle in Mogholm. All right. Mogomo. Mogwin is missing his masterpiece, Kupo. Oh, you mean that paint-smeared mess of a pebble? I've not seen it recently. Hang on, let me mute that. All right. I've not seen it recently, a fact for which my eyes are profoundly grateful. Maestro Mogwin has misplaced his masterpiece, Kupo. Oh, a happy day. If I'm the swifter in finding it, I'll soon have a genuine Mogwin for the price of a little perspiration. Honestly, who has 4 Kupo nuts just lying about to spend on such luxuries? That was a familiar voice. Mogto.
I don't know much about his stone, But I do know Mogwin's been creeping out the back way to Summerhouse Summit from time to time, Kupo. Maybe he left it up there.
Hello. Yes, I am Moghan, the foremost alchemist in Mogholm, if you must know. If your tummy is gloopy, or your wings are droopy, I've a potion to fix that. Or I would if I didn't keep running out of ingredients. Luckily, you're here to do my chore. Or trial. Yes. Go forth, mighty adventurer. Mightily pluck 3 sprigs of cloud's breath for me. You'll find it blooming near the entrance to Ale Tome. It's not the safest of places, so don't let yourself be too distracted by the pretty flowers, Kupo. A lot of people to chat with over here. Finally, all we do is Mog win. Well, what did you find out, Kupo? Yes. Now that you mention it, I do seem to recall leaving my pebble out in the sun to dry. The second part of your trial commences. Go, adventurer, and retrieve my masterpiece before some art-starved admirer swipes the stone for himself. All right. Let's get out of Dodge here. Can we get out here? Barely. Barely. Barely, just barely. We still need to climb. How's this map? Not looking too busy. All things considered. Mender of sticks. Emptier of purses. Definitely get that repair going on. We have not done a fight in a while. Been doing a lot of voice acting. So let's do a little fighting. We can do this one, level 53. Bang. No time. It's a fast team. They're moving quicklies, which is nice. Dealing some damages here. After we made sure Tanky Boy lived. Tank was in a little trouble there until they weren't. Helped them out. So, what I'm actually doing right there is letting the tank take a lot of damage on purpose. Because I have this skill here. Potency increases up to 900 as the target's HP decreases, reaching its maximum value when the target has 30% health or less. That's why right now, it's fine to actually let the guy take damage, let the tank. And just chill, do damage ourselves. That's what I try and do, actually. Just focus more on damage. When I give the tank a little bit of regen is fine. We're all the Final Fantasy homies. It's a Friday. Perhaps they are doing a Friday thing. Might be lurking. They might not be here. Might be busy. What I am doing on these Final Fantasy streams is I'm doing a mixture. I'm trying to do a good mixture of the voice acting parts with these dungeons here where you do the fighting. Do a little bit of this, a little bit of that. A little bit of this, a little bit of that. Variety, you know? Put some damage into them. Okay, this tank is taking some damage. All valid options. It also gives my voice a chance to rest up a little bit. Because I've been going at it with the voice acting tonight. Joe's been going at it. Yeah. Will be tough on the voice after a bit. A little bit. Depends on the voice. Dishing out the damage here. All right, let's heal this guy. Tanky boy, he needs it. Always crying for the heals. Will be tough on the voice after a bit. It can be, yeah. But it's fun though. It's fun doing the voice acting. It's not easy. I always thought voice acting, like, how tough could it be? Definitely not easy. Like, acting in general. Not easy to be an actor. It looks easy, but it's not. You don't think you could do any voices? How about that for timing? As soon as that strike, I'll do it again. Sure, it wasn't a fluke. Strike, heal. Now, the first one was a little better. But I love that move. You time that puppy. Ow. Dude, just landing on me like that? Excuse you. Rude. What is this guy? Like a, definitely dinosaur-like. Angry dino? Yep, now dead dino. Rip. Sorry, buddy. There could be only one. Destroyed dino. Dino delivered to the dumpster. Dinobots were cool. Okay, my tank got really, really close to dying right there. Big whoops. Big whoops. I apologize. I was like a little too close. My bad. I don't really remember the Dinobots that well off the top of my head. I think I do. From what I remember, I think they were cool. You had Slag. I think I do remember, but I would have to see them. It sounds very familiar. You love the Transformers, still think they rule? I mean, there is more than meets the eye to them. If only you had a few of the toys, but you loved the cartoon. Yeah, Transformers was awesome as a kid. So was G.I. Joe, and Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles come to mind. Because this was before Power Rangers. But Power Rangers quickly came on the scene, though. And they were dominant. Sonic was good, too, back in those days. Got a lot of the Joes. Because Sonic had a cartoon back in the 90s, which was good. Now, given I'm saying it was good, I was 5 years old, so I would have liked anything. Your spoiled friend had everything, even the space shuttle. That's nice when toys were more physical. Now, so much of it is digital. Like gifts, a lot of them now are like, here, have a gift card. It was nice to have something to hold. Your nephew loves Legos. Yeah, Legos I was very lucky to grow up having Legos. They were such a nice. They're amazing. Love Legos. Not cheap. So that's why I was saying, like, to be able to afford Legos. Very lucky. All right, that's the end of that dungeon. That was good. Ah, third cup of tea. Delish. All right, that was one dungeon. A Dungini. Do I like cold tea in the summer? Yeah, it's fine. It's fine. It just takes a lot of ice. You gotta make the tea, then you gotta ice it down. Ends up, then you drink it so fast. Summertime, I don't know, man. There's too many steps for cold tea. I need a way to make cold tea easier to make. I need to improve the ease of making it. What about you? You like it, but you never make it? It's a good answer. I get behind that. My God, this tea is so freaking good. Love the hot drink. It's deliciosos. So I'm just kind of scouting around this area here. You drink water, coffee, beer, and Coke Zero? Ah, there it is. Cloud's breath. Wait, there are 3 of them? What? There are 3 of them? Dude, I've been walking around this section. Could only find 1. This is the end of that section. Where the heck are 2 others? Sprigs. There's one hiding. Boy, that's really hiding. Occasionally Lipton iced tea. You get free fountain drinks and you don't really like the Pepsis. All right, so there's one more hiding. Nice eye, thank you. You think we can get up here? Bro, we got up here for the 3rd one. Feels good, man. It was looking like a no. Wastoid until it all of a sudden became a yes. From a no to a yes. When a no means yes. Do 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 do. How the heck am I supposed to get? Oh yeah, that's down. Just down, get down. What is that? Is that an ether current? Fudge. I seen Total Recall? Hell yeah. I did not see the remake, though. Now, what is this thing? Nothing? I can't even highlight it? Okay. Just Predator out of those three. Maybe, I don't know about Commando. You were able to humble my Dravanian devotees. Wonderful. You're as capable as I am captivating, Kupo. Still, my precious perfection does not excuse those louts from pursuing me so mercilessly, their tongues lolling and bellies rumbling. The Dravanians and their ilk have much to learn about acceptable acts of admiration. Yeah, I've seen T1, a lot of the Terminators. Do you have any trouble finding Cloud's breath? I do need it quite urgently, you know. Oh, yes. These are perfect, Kupo. Now I have the main ingredients for my palm tonic. Speaking of which, how are you feeling, miss? Should you ever feel your palm losing its bounce, then I'm your Moogle, Kupo. Boom, boom, wow. Now, what is this? Oh, ether current. Give it to me. Heading out. Take care. Alrighty, Ant. Have a good night, bro. We'll catch you in a bit. Appreciate you hanging out for this silliness that we do here. It's good to see you, man. Have you ever bathed in the waters to the northeast? Of course not. Because a gang of burly Ropkins has been attacking any who goes near them, Kupo. You are kind enough to slay a few. That might scare them away, giving me time for a dip in the waters. Wow. Yeah, Terminator 1 and 2. Pretty damn good. I don't know how we get up top for this guy. Get out of here. We're free, but we're still not tall enough to ride the ride. Really do want to get on top of this. How do we get on top? You gotta fly? T2 came out when you were 10. You and your friends were all about it in the video games and stuff. Hell yeah, dude. I played one of those Terminator video games on Sega Genesis, for example. It was really cool. Gotta get up there. We can't even get up there. They were brutally hard. Yeah, dude, that's what I thought as well. That's what I thought as well. You have all that stuff on Retroid Pocket. Hell yeah. Sonic Spinball. Did I ever play that? I think so. Sounds very familiar. What do you mean? What do you mean I can't jump up there? They just don't want me to jump up there. Okay, it's weird. Wow, we're all the way over here. Didn't mean to go all the way over here. Ropkin? Ever play that one? I believe so. Oh, was that a pinball? With a name like that, definitely suggests pinball. Makes sense to do a Sonic pinball. He's like a pinball. It is pinball. You kind of control Sonic. He's the ball. I don't think I did play that then, but I've definitely heard of it. We got to kill 3 of these. Ropkins. So, down they go. We got 3 of them. So that's nice. We need to go back here. So let's just teleport. Should grab a retro arc. You can emulate all that stuff with ease. I don't know what that is. But sounds useful. At the moment, I am more than good when it comes to portioning out free time for video games. Portioning out as much as I can, pretty much. Been playing a lot. Playing a lot of stuff. Whole lot. That YouTube channel filled with VODs. Just filled. Many thanks, brave adventurer. Finally, I can enjoy a bath without the smell of raw dragonfish assaulting my senses. Say, a dip in the waters might serve to, freshen you up as well. Kupo. Wait, how am I supposed to get up there? Left his painted pebble out in the sun to dry. Head out to the Somal summit. Yeah, okay. How do we even get there, though? All right. We'll figure this out. Holy shit, an ether current just hanging out right here. Baby. That's amazing. Gonna find anything else while we be climbing? Where the heck are we? Might as well adventure. This is a cool game. They reward you for adventuring around with these ether currents. You really want to find them. They allow you to fly. You get all of them. Flying good. Flying very good. It's a nice design. Here's the pebble. All right, what are we doing with it? Return to Mogholm and deliver the work of art to its forgetful creator. All right, we do have to travel. Uh-oh. Oh, one. Ow. Sorry, shoulders, knees, and toes. Doing work. Be sure we take our vitamins tonight. Do you have it, Cupo? Is my masterpiece safe? Yes, this is my work. Is it not exquisite? I call it Contemplations of Zenith. Thank you, madam. At last, I can exchange my art for those delectable Cupo nuts. Chieftain Moglin will hear of this valorous deed. Oh, that's nice. Oh, that's nice. We take that. And we are hanging out with the Mughals right now. Yuna, if that is what you insist on calling yourself, you've completed the trials of trustworthiness administered by the taskmasters Moghan, Mogmug, and Mogwin. During these grueling tests of character, I closely observed your conduct, as well as that of your companions. And I am decided, Kupo. Gather your friends before me now, so that I need not repeat myself needlessly. If our hosts elect not to grant their aid after working us like pack chocobos, I shall demand compensation and Kupo nuts out of principle. But I hope it will not come to that. Let us hear the chieftain's verdict, shall we? How go your trials, warrior of light? I myself have been sent on a number of expeditions to chastise the local dragon population. Did not their chieftain wish to avoid inflaming the Dravanians? Such contradictions aside, our hosts seemed entranced by the height of my leap. They compared me to Mog, a lance-wielding Mughal warrior of Eld who also favored such attacks. 'Twas meant as a compliment, I expect, but I doubt these furry lumps could outleap a Karakul lamb, much less a dragoon. Conclude your business here swiftly, Yuna. I like not this place. Standing here in Mogholm, my thoughts turn inevitably to the legend of good King Moggle Mog XII and his seat in the heavens. Like most, I thought it no more than a myth, a story for younglings that grew with the telling. But with every passing moment, I become more certain that we have discovered the origin of the tale. Full eager am I to hear what the chieftain has to say. What sorcery is this, that my heart should stir at mere fluffiness? Yuna, I was... No matter. What is it? Chieftain Moglin has made his decision. Well, let's not keep him waiting then. We become such friends, Kupo. My Mughal cousins love to sing and dance as much as I do. Chieftain Moglin has finally come to a decision, has he? Well, I suppose I'd better flutter over and see him then. Cutscene. Never have I seen such determined workers, Kupo. It would have taken us moons to complete all those dreary chores and niggling errands. Holy Jesus, bro. What kind of word is that you're making me say? Dangerous there. And have our labors proven the purity of our intentions, chieftain? Without a doubt. In fact, there was never really all that much doubt to begin with. You were, after all, already friends with a fellow Moogle. But, you see, before any meeting with Race Velger could take place, certain preparations needed to be made, and what better way to help you pass the time than by having you perform all the tiresome tasks that no one ever wants to do, Kupo? Oh dear, the horn, bring out the horn, quickly now. We blow on this wondrous instrument whenever we wish to speak with the great worm, Kupo. We haven't perhaps been treating it with the care it deserves of late, and I think Morgan may have sat on it. So we needed some time for cleaning and polishing and straightening. No lasting harm done, though. Now you need simply head to Zenith, the worm's dwelling to the west, and give the horn a good toot. We are in your debt, chieftain. Thanks to your noble gift, we shall finally have a chance to plead our case to Race Velger. Very possibly, yes. But I wouldn't get my hopes up too high, Kupo. The old worm isn't terribly fond of, Your concern is appreciated, but I am quite certain that Race Velger will welcome our overtures. Should we ever arrive at his lair? Come, we've squandered enough time already. Man, she gonna kill him. Iceheart. Chieftain Moglin, we thank you for your gracious hospitality. Though we must soon take our leave, I pray that we may continue to nurture the shoots of this new-sprung friendship twixt earth and sky. Of course, Kupo. Visit us whenever you wish. Consider Mogholm your home amongst the clouds. I feel pretty comfortable doing that Moogle voice, I gotta say. Thanks for the help, Kupo. I doubt I would ever have found time for all those rotten chores. Hey, it wasn't my idea. If the chieftain had spent a little less time sitting about and a little more time chieftaning, things would never have gotten so messy in the first place. And he was the one who sat on the horn, by the way. But now all the errands are done and the horn is fixed. So, all's well that ends well, eh, Kupo? Well, I expect you're eager to be on your way. It's Moogle, my bad. Did I mention your friend was looking for you, Kupo? If not, Alphino is looking for you. I'll be waiting just outside, stretching my wings. Let me know when you're ready to depart. Pretty cute. To the best of my knowledge, we have all that we need for our trip to Zenith, and I believe the Elder Seedseer and her retinue will soon be making the journey back to Gridania. It would be remiss of us, I think, not to convey our gratitude to them prior to going our separate ways. Shall we? Alphino, Yuna, I do humbly thank you for what has been a most enlightening experience. Were it not for your pioneering spirit, the existence of these Moogles might never have been revealed to us. 'Twas we who should be thankful, Elder Seedseer. Were it not for your timely diplomacy, they would never have chosen to reveal themselves at all. And 'twas your presence, Kuplo Kop, that ultimately won us their trust. It must have taken great courage to leave the sanctuary of the Twelveswood. We're exceedingly glad that you did. It was my pleasure, Kupo. I've made so many friends and have so many fantastic tales to tell my kins Moogles back home. And it is to our home that we must now return. May you ever walk in the light of the crystal, my friends. Safe journey, Elder Seedseer. We too must be on our way. Race Velger awaits. Dragons be waiting. Warrior of Light, Pray attend closely to your companion, Sir Estinian. Beneath that stoical facade, a storm of anguish seethes unseen. Seethes unseen. You know, one thing I gotta do is get back to lifting. It's been way too long since we've been doing the lifting thing. Gotta get back to that. Lord knows we get plenty of steps, which is good, considering how much time we spend behind a computer screen. Behind a monitor. Have you said your goodbyes and dabbed away your tears, Kupo? Then we are indeed ready to go. As Chieftain Moglin already explained, the shiny instrument we gave you is the best means of grabbing Race Velger's attention. I'll come along and show you the way to Zenith. That's the big palace where you need to blow the horn. First things first, though. Need to make for Asa. Oh, and watch out for rampaging dragons. Huh. Maybe that should have been the first thing, Kupo. Well, so we're going in that direction now. Mogsy? This ether current. You aren't thinking of heading towards Asa, are you? Best watch yourself if you are. Archaeosaurs stalk the road looking for an easy meal. If only someone could drive them away, Kupo. Oh, you seem the type for dragon hunting. Why don't you slay 3 of the Archaeosaurs and open the road back up for Moogle traffic? Once the deed is done, let Mogmunt in Asa know. You got it, buddy old boy. On the road again. So, one thing I like to do is look around. You never know where there might be a free ether current lurking. Just keep that third eye open. This song never gets old. Look at these guys. This guy's dodging me? Stop dodging. Or did I dodge? Huh, I don't know who dodged who. Who dodged whom? Home? Going home? Who's this? Mogoosh, the misbehaving. Well, gotta kill this dinosaur. Gotta be going to changing his name to Archeo. See you later. I don't know, man. I tried. I had a hard time setting that up, fumbling over my words. Archeo, see you later. Terrible. Just a terrible joke. Need the loser game show sound on that one. You know, it's a bad joke where even if you connect, it's still not funny. It seemed like a good idea at the time. But here we are, and from this point of view, we can safely say, big mistake. Jurassic Park over here. Sent them shipping up to Boston. Oh, look at this. There's a big old crystal over here. I want that. Oh, do I want that? Oh, I set my sights on that. Now, we should do this. We're here. Might as well. It's on the way. We gotta do this anyway. Oh my god. There are a lot of them. Okay, they're all dead. Feels good, man. Got them all. Where we are, can we go south just a little bit to unlock a little bit of this land? There's nothing to see. We discovered a new location. We did get it. Nice. And can we do the same thing in the other direction? You just go a little bit north here. Will it give it to us? Nah. Not exactly. I think I might be able to get it up here. Right here? No. Never mind. What about right here? Jeez. I really don't want you going that way, do they? All right. Well. Maybe there's a way, but it doesn't look great. Is that someone from below? How'd you get past the Archaeosaurs infesting the road? What? Mogsy asked you to slay them for him. It's just like him to depend on the kindness of strangers. We've barely been able to venture outside of Asar for fear of being attacked. Now, thanks to you, the roads are just a little safer, Kupo. All right, we're getting these ether currents done. Let's check it out. All right, we still got a long way to go here. Oh my god, this tea is so freaking good, man. This won't take long to repair. There's a free ether current. Grab that. Just grab it. Don't even mess around. Just grab it. It's uber valuable. Ubers. Things were a bit bitey for a while there, but I think we've arrived in one piece, Kupo. I wonder what has the dragons so awfully snappy. I mean, the bad ones are always bad, but they seem worse than usual. All right, let's take a peek at these. Not terrible. Eh. Is she wearing anything? Is she wearing anything? I mean... it's probably the first one. This one's okay. This one's pretty standard. This one's pretty standard. This one's pretty good. I'll take the first one. First one's the best. Lot of quests here with the Mughals. We may have a small problem, Kupo. When the winds are high like this, Race Velga invariably abandons his lofty perch and heads to the lands below to hunt. You tried blowing the horn now? I doubt he'd hear it. I suggest we stop at the clearing up ahead and rest until the wind dies down. I'm going for that crystal, baby. Okay. Can we even get it? Not looking good. Well, let's see. They really are directing us. This should do nicely, Kupo. The winds will likely have died down by tomorrow, but until then, we might as well make ourselves comfortable. If we must interrupt our journey so close to its end, I suppose this place is as good as any. And mayhap a brief respite from the hardships of the road will help to clear our minds in readiness for the coming parley. Very well then. Believe a campfire's in order. Leave the gathering of fuel to... Oh, Alphino. Leave the gathering of fuel to me. I acquired a keen sense... Nope. I acquired a keen nose for firewood during my time in the frozen wastes of Kurthus. Clear our minds. 'Tis Master Alphino whose mind needs clearing. Thought of meeting a great worm in the flesh has befuddled the boy. Do you see him stroll away as if these ruins were not crawling with deadly beasts? Follow him, Yuna. See that the wildlife does not make a meal of our young friend. We will have the camp ready by the time you return. Thanks, Estinian. Estinian. And so we started blasting with spells, baby, spells. Yeah, we really do have to adjust our hotbar, don't we? We got new stuff that I don't even know what to do with. What is our new stuff? Earthly Star. I remember that. Collective Unconscious. Reduces damage taken. Wow. And applies Wheel of Fortune to self and any party members within 8 yalms. Wheel of Fortune's effect is regen. Damn. Collective Unconscious effect ends upon using another action or moving. Bro, what? That's wild. That's freaking cool. So right now, if I press it and then move it, wow, look at that. It just stops. That's awesome. Punch this guy dead, not with punches, but with spells. We are a caster after all. Defeat threatening monsters to reach Alphino's location. Master Alphino. So he's up here. Yup. All right, that's 3 cups of tea down. In 3 hours and 20 minutes, let's go. It's a very steady pace. I do have enough water for one more, but probably gonna be wrapping up soon. I wanted to go until 9 or later, but I think I'm just gonna probably wrap up at a good stopping point here. Do appreciate the lovely company as always, though, chat. Appreciate you being here. Whether you are lurking, talking, subbing, or not, appreciate all of you. Thank you for spending some of your time here. Alphino, few things compare to the simple pleasures of sitting beside a crackling campfire of one's own making.
Ah, so speaks the great explorer. Until recently, you wouldn't have recognized firewood if it came with kindling and a flint.
'Tis well you instructed me so patiently then. But yes, left to my own devices, I would have been compelled to signal to assail with a pile of damp leaves. I was born the pampered son of a Shalian dignitary, and, alongside my twin, became the youngest student ever to be accepted into the studium. How proud I was to match wits with scholars and philosophers. How ignorant of mine own shortcomings. That hubris invited manipulation and betrayal, and led to the downfall of the Scions. We, all of us, are guilty of similar ignorance. How many men lay down their lives, never knowing what it is that they fight for, never questioning that which they have been taught to believe. 'Twas only upon meeting Race Velga that I learned the truth hidden within our history. Were it not for that chance encounter, I would never have vowed to tear down the Holy See and expunge the falsehoods with which it fans the flames of conflict. I would have lived and died in ignorance, but the truth has driven me to do terrible things I cannot deny, but I'd rather sin in the pursuit of peace than imagine myself virtuous for perpetrating a needless war. If this journey has taught me anything, it is the importance and difficulty of holding to one's convictions in the face of failure, striving always to replace one's ignorance with knowledge.
You are well on your way, Master Alphino. At your age, I was but a fool swinging a spear with scarcely a thought in me head. Even now I struggle to acknowledge the misconceptions under which I have labored. Sitting here, amongst these grand ruins, how can I deny that man and dragon once lived in peace? But for all that such an age existed, we are now in a time of war. Nidhogg killed my family. No quirk of history will exonerate him. I may be ignorant of how the Dragon Song War began, but if we do not put an end to this conflict now, I can say for a certainty that will only breed more vengeful souls such as mine. My kitchen. Yo, what's up, Benny G? In my hands resides the power to vanquish a great worm. If Ishgard's survival rests on me wielding that power, I'll slay Nidhogg myself. Orders are no.
Estinian, you gave your word.
My word is contingent upon the success of our parley. Show me the strength of your convictions, Lady Iceheart. Convince Race Velga of the righteousness of your cause.
What's up, Benny? Good to see you, man. How you doing? How old is this game? This content is probably like 10 years old, maybe a little more, maybe a little older. I don't know, maybe like 2013, something like that. Doubt not, but that I shall, Dragoon. You are great. Oh, that's wonderful to hear. Hope I'm doing well. I am doing pretty well, all things considered, Benny. Absolutely doing well, thank you. Graphics are pretty good for that age. Absolutely. Well, winds willing, we shall have our answers on the morrow. Let us sleep now and face our fate with the rising of the sun. Yeah, it's the graphics are nice actually. I don't need things looking crazy, filthy, realistic, although those are nice as well. Like the next GTA game to come out, which I cannot wait for. I don't really like this piece. Whoa, this looks fantastic. I love this. Who is this? Wow, this isn't even samurai, huh? Nice. What about this one? Black? Yeah, that's samurai. I'll take the one for us. GTA 6 gonna be huge. Might need to get a console and console recorder stuff for it. Yeah, I have PS5. So, and a capture card is what I use. The campfire was so cozy, I must have fallen asleep, Kupo. But do you feel how the winds have shifted? They'll have borne Race Velga back to the skies above Zenith, I'm sure of it. This is your chance to climb to the highest floor of the palace and summon him with a toot on that shiny horn. So, I'll be heading back now, if it's all the same to you. Good luck, Kupo. It was nice knowing you. Elgato, you are correct. I did have to dish out a little bit of money for it. You're absolutely correct, Benny. But it works. Gonna cost you a pretty penny? Yeah, unfortunately. Unfortunately, they do cost money. Can't help you on that one. It is an issue, for sure. I would say it's never fun spending money, but then again, it kind of is. It definitely is fun spending the money part. But then, I guess the downside is when you buy something and then have regret. As long as you don't regret your purchase, then you're good. It's a dopamine rush? Yeah, exactly right. It's like, ooh, stuff. Stuff. Feels nice to get stuff. I also have too much stuff, as I'm sure a lot of people would agree, because stuff accumulates over time and you got to get it rid of stuff. We're climbing round the mountain, do do do. Grab this. Try to keep only things you'll use or medals and awards and cards. Yeah, I have Waystoin. It's pretty good. Like everything he did. Benny, I really haven't been able to catch your streams. I've been probably sleeping when you do. Benny, for those who don't know, is from Australia. I believe Australia. Mortals, why you disturb my solitude? Yeah, it's been a little early for me. I don't get up that early. But I hope your streams have been going well. How have they been, Benny? Painful, good, somewhere in between?
Trace Velga.
Thou speakest the name of a creature that but awaiteth the release of oblivion. Leave me.
12. Mine ears hear the tongue of dragons, yet the meaning rings clear within my mind. How can that be?
Streams are good. Hearthstone content is questionable, but we're out here for the vibes. Hell yeah. Gotta make do with whatever they give us, Benny.
Do you not remember me? 'Twas I whom you found in Dravania. I who glimpsed the truth about your past, about Shiva.
He goes, do not speak her name, mortal. He gets all mad.
I have summoned Shiva's soul from the beyond and offered myself as her vessel. She has made her heart known to me.
Foolish girl, thinkest thou my beloved's spirit hath descended from the heavens? Thanks, Benny. We're gonna be wrapping up pretty soon. That the secrets of her heart are thine to know. But I appreciate seeing you, man. Hope you have a good weekend.
I have surrendered mine to her. Do you not see, my love? I am Shiva reborn.
Gullible fool. The light but illuminated the past for thee. It did not grant thee omniscience. The spirit thou hast summoned belongeth not to Shiva. 'Tis but a shade conjured by thine own fancy. In an age long past, mine own kin were guilty of like folly. Beguiled by the Dark One's lies, they attempted to resurrect a king amongst worms. Yet the divinity they called forth merely borrowed the semblance of my fallen brood brother. Such gods are not summoned but created. Phantoms spun from the threads of misplaced faith. By the way, I could breathe again through my nose. Feels good.
Spirit that answered me.
Was but thy dream of Shiva. Thy soul hath been corrupted by a deity of thine own making, child.
Be that as it may, Lord Hraesvelga, Izel's desire to heal the rift between man and dragon is real, and it has borne us this far. We would spare both our kind and yours the ravages of this senseless war. Pray join your voice to ours in a call for peace and forgiveness.
The tale of thy kind is one of avarice, treachery, and death, and thou wouldst speak to me of peace? Hark thee, mortal, to the naked truth, and tell me thou deservest forgiveness. Tough to read, the way the dragon talks. 1200 years ago, my beloved Shiva's sacrifice served to bring an end to the war twixt man and dragon, paving the way for an age of peace and cooperation. 2 centuries of harmony were to follow, during which time the Elysian learned much about us, not least at the eyes of a great worm are the wellspring of his strength. 'Twas out of the selfish desire to possess this strength that King Thordan then conspired to undo all that our peoples had achieved together. With the aid of his leal knights, that most noble of Elysian lured my brood sister Ratatoskr into an ambush and took from her that which she craved. Fain would I strike the image from my mind, yet still the scene doth linger of my brood sister's tattered corpse defiled by her Elysian allies. They had torn out her eyes and feasted upon them in the manner of wild beasts. Yet that was not all, for from their bloody banquet the fiends had gained strength beyond that of mortal men. Even now I labor to comprehend the enormity of their betrayal. Can you be a Viking now? We're in the heavens of the sword. Nidhogg was the first to learn of the atrocity, and he took to the skies, hungry for vengeance. But though he slew Thoradin and some few of his knights, their fellow butchers knew only too well where to aim their spears, and with now practiced savagery, they set about my brood brother, sending him flailing from the field. Such is the truth the Holy See would keep hidden. Such was the beginning of the Dragon Song War. 'Tis a song my kind shall never forget, even should 10,000 years pass and Ishgard crumble into dust.
Your tale bears scant resemblance to the one I was taught. How convenient that it should absolve your kind of all responsibility.
Hey, what's up, Josh?
But tell me, Dragon, why should I believe your version of events?
What thou choosest to believe is immaterial. The betrayal that yet haunts mine every waking moment is no less than the truth to my kind. And Nidhogg meaneth for Thoradin's people to suffer for this sin till the end of days. That which thou imaginest a war of extinction is but a punishment, the siege of the spirit. Hast thou not seen those who tire of the torment? Those who abandon their own and side with dragon kind?
Ishgard's so-called heretics.
Coolest dragon ever, you love this guy? Know that all the traitors' progeny bear a trace of Ratatosker's essence, but a single sip of our blood is enough to awaken it.
Then the seed lies within us.
'Tis for this reason that those who abandon their loyalties are rewarded with a drink, and thus are they transformed to join the ranks of Nidhogg's ever-growing army as newborn dragons. One by one, through death or defection, my brood brother shall account for all of the betrayer's children.
Ye gods, I have borne witness to such a transformation. Looked on as a heretic assumed the shape of a dragon. I imagined it some manner of Dravanian enchantment. But if any Ishgardian, regardless of allegiance, has such potential within them, 12 forgive us. To think of all the dragons we've slain.
There will always be some, of course, who choose to fight until the bitter end. Like thee, Dragoon, dragons plus Mughals is happiness. But struggle as thou might, thy youthful vigor will be spent ere thou reaches 210, and Nidhogg shall remain to torment thine offspring. Goddamn.
Oft have I wondered why Nidhogg did not simply raze Ishgard to the ground.
Heading into some of my favorite content in the I'm the Game.
Now I have my answer. He has no intention of winning the Dragon Song War, for it is no war at all, but vengeance. An eternal requiem sung for his murdered sister.
Thou hast the right of it, Dragon Slayer. Comprehendest thou now the futility of thy quest?
I have not come this far only to admit defeat. We can still return the eye to Nidhogg and beg forgiveness for our ancestors' crimes. Mayhap our words will sway him.
Stubborn child, thou thinkest in mortal terms. Our perception of time is too broad for thee to grasp. 'Tis a simple matter for thee to offer thine apologies. Thou didst not perpetrate the crime. Despite thy visions, the deeds of history seem distant to thee. For a worm such as Nidhogg, however, that history is yet part of his present, as fresh as the blood that did gush from Ratatosker's wounds. How could he not be driven mad? 'Tis only by the calming embrace of Shiva's soul that mine own fury hath not consumed me. But let us speak no more of what is done. My faith in your kind is spent, and I would be alone. Huh. Hang on 1 second here. Definitely cool. Looks like something out of Dark Souls. How long has this guy been? He's been live 23 minutes. I never got a thing. Okay. Alrighty, Chatterinos. As much fun as this has been, I'm going to send you over to San Antokyo. We're going to raid him. He is playing Final Fantasy, the same game that we are, for his Final Fantasy Friday. That's where I will be hanging out the rest of the night. Hopefully see some of you there. If not, we'll see you tomorrow for some Hearthstone, some Kana in the evening, and then Sunday, I don't know, probably will not stream because of the Super Bowl. I got plans. So until next time, appreciate the company. Have a great night, everybody. Peace. Much love. Later.